Welcome back. We are running the shot clock pretty close in this one. I'm going to try to get this out before the album actually drops. So, Schoolboy Q is dropping his new album, Blue Lips, tonight. It is a highly anticipated record for myself. There's been quite a few singles that have released on YouTube. There's been one official single of Yearn that's pretty fantastic. It's pretty great with its energy, but I haven't listened to any other of the singles besides Back in Love a couple of times. I'm trying to keep this album fresh so that way it's a fresh listen in its entirety. The last record that he released was Crash Talk in 2019. Critic score of a 64 and a user score of a 60. In my personal opinion, I actually really like Crash Talk quite a bit. It is definitely the most quieter Schoolboy Q release out of his whole discography, but it does offer moments like Dangerous. It offers moments like Drunk. It offers moments like Black Folk. These songs that are a lot more kind of meditative, a lot more contemplative. And considering the passing of Nipsey Hussle and Mac Miller, trying to go into an album, especially following up Blank Face LP, which was super aggressive, super menacing, and super enthralling listen. It's really hard to follow up after facing so many tragedies leading up to that record. So coming back with something like this was probably something that the fan base and the general public did not want. But growing with the record and listening to it more, I understand its context, I understand its sound, and I still think it's one of the most underrated albums in the TDE discography. And again, it's really hard to follow up Blank Face LP because, man, that album is so much fun to listen to. It is so disgusting. It is so groovy. Everything under the sun. I love that record so much. And the first week sales of Crash Talk was 81K. I don't expect this album to sell as much. It may probably cut down to half, but who knows with Schoolboy Q. Schoolboy Q does actually have a pretty big, loyal fan base. He's dropped a lot of singles over his career that have done successful. And I'm really interested to see where this album is going to go. I feel like we're probably going to get back to the sound that's going to be a lot more grimier, and we may get a little bit more of the groove of Blank Face LP, but it seems that we're going to get a good kaleidoscope of everything on this record. That's maybe a little bit of oxymoron, Blank Face LP, Crash Talk, Habits and Contradictions. We may get a good mix of everything. And the way that Schoolboy Q, from the singles that I have heard, he sounds super focused. He sounds super just smooth all over these instrumentals. And I cannot wait to hear what this album is going to sound like. It's 18 tracks. There's some features from Freddie Gibbs, Devin Malik, I believe his name is, Rico Nasty. There are some really interesting features on this record, and I'm just really excited to get into this at midnight. So I hope you guys go listen to it. Have a great time listening to this thing, and we will do an aftermath as soon as possible on this record because I feel like this may be one of the albums of the year. So I will catch you on the flip side.